happy, Remy. I'm happy to take a look at your website, your landing page, and give you some review on it. First, I really like this idea. I really do. So if you can make it happen, I'm all for it. That's what it sounds like from what you were saying, that this is a idea and a pitch page. And maybe the product doesn't actually exist yet. But I like this idea of the ability to build board games in the browser and without having any kind of coding capabilities. So that's my initial take on just the idea. I think it's a great idea. What you need to decide here on this page, your landing page, is what is the one thing you want people to do right now, and then convince them to take that action and make it very clear what you're asking of them. So you have sign up, you have let's make a board game. What else are you saying? FAQ, let's make a board game. So that's kind of like, that's okay. But what you really like, if you're in this pre-phase right now, which is what it sounds like, hey there, Boardcade is in the midst of a super secret closed beta right now, but we don't worry. Okay, cool. Simply sit back, relax, sign up, sit back and relax. We'll let you know. All right. Let's bump that up and get people actually really excited that it's right around the corner and that they can get into it. So first, let's just change our CTA buttons and this text. One is you don't even need this. You can put this input field right here, boom, so that they don't have to click a button to pop it up first. And say, get early access. That's all it has to say. The button, the pitch is get early access. And that's what your button says too. So email address, get early access. And that's what you're pushing this whole time, because you want to get people to give you their email address. That's what you need right now. So that's the one thing you're trying to do. Everything else should push towards get early access so that you can build out your email list. Now, when I hop here, cool, I see like some text, I see a couple of computers, nice. Going through here, like I see this powerful no code editor, there's some text and stuff and blocks, there's some pictures, drag and drop, design, earn revenue, design sellable items. I don't exactly understand, like it sounds like there's like a market side point to this product where I'm selling stuff or I can sell stuff. Like that part's a little confusing. So if that's not like completely ironed out yet, either do so or just nix it for now. What's kind of unknown, share your game with the world. Okay, like who can find these games? Let's see, who can find them and where do they play them? So is it only through the Boardcade website? Is that where games can be played and items can be sold? So that's one thing that I'm wondering about just as I'm looking at it. But okay, yeah, I like what I'm seeing. I'm just not seeing enough. So like these images right here are going by a little bit too fast, and they're so zoomed in that I can't really see what's happening here. Like I want to be able, if I'm going to be shown this game, I wonder if I can type that URL in right now, and I'm going to be shown this editor. Like, let me actually see what they look like. Are you ready to get started? Let's make a board game. FAQs. This is probably like what you're doing best so far is like you got the FAQs down. You have some good stuff. You have questions related to competitors. Do I own the games I make? Like these are good questions that people are definitely going to want to know. All right, let's zoom back and let's talk about structure and what's missing. So for your landing page, you're going to want your hero section. That's where you're really making the hard pitch, the unique selling point and value that people can get here. Next, you want to have some sort of social proof. So a lot of times you see those logos of companies and stuff lined up right here in a row. You want something like that. You also want to get testimonials from people, and that would go here as well. Like put 3 testimonials. Now, you probably, since you're pre-launch, you probably don't have testimonials about your product yet. Then do quotes from real people. So find something where somebody's talking about um, other board game products, or the idea of building board games and the difficulty behind it. So maybe you find somebody famous or that's well known in the board game industry, and they're saying, like, I'm loving these new digital tools for building board games, but they are so difficult to use unless you know how to code. Or like, I don't know how to code, I can't use these. And so you need to speak into your product from real world, from real people. Having headshots is also super important there, because you want to have that human aspect to this. You have screenshots and stuff, that's amazing. Like that's a plus, because it shows that there's a real software product behind this somewhere. When it's just cartoons and illustrations, those never work as well. You want to prove that your product is real and that there are humans behind it and humans that are interested. Um, okay, so we did that. And then you go into features and benefits. That's these. That's good. That's good. You can hit on, where does it play? Okay. Hit on another round of social proof when you get to that point. So when you start getting more full-fledged testimonials and reviews, then you can put those in here. From there, go into, you don't put this here, nix this, go into your FAQs, and then have your another large CTA where you're saying, like, hey, we're creating the platform, we're building the online board gaming platform, revolutionary platform. Get early access, and then you put that down here as another block. Let me jump over to a different design that I've made. I hope this is recording this screen. Let me just put it on the first screen just to make sure. Yeah, I hope this is recording. So let me show you this quick example that I was working on recently and show you how the sections and the setup go. So we have our hero with like our primary pitch copy and CTA. We have our CTA up here as well. We have our logo farm. We have some initial testimonials. Then we have a breakdown of our features and benefits. Block, block, block. More features. Then we go into frequently asked questions. Then we have that second major CTA block where I'm rephrasing what's at the top a little bit, but the primary CTA button still the same. And then we have a founder's message. So founder's message could be really good for you as you're building this out. I see you have Javier right here at boardcade.com. So you're already kind of like putting a person behind this. So just make it real. Make it real to people. Say, hey, I'm Javier. This is why I started. This is my love of board games, and this is why I started Boardcade. And put a photo of yourself too, so they know who the person is behind it, and that they're a real person, and that they are really interested in getting people interested in their product. Now, this is a really important section. I think you need to make, let's see, what does it say? Bring your game ideas into reality and earn revenue with our simple and intuitive board game creation app. Okay. So I think the headline and the subtext can be a lot stronger and speak into the unique value positioning for the product. Make beautiful digital board games without coding. So it's something to work on. I probably can't come up with something off the top of my head right now, but if I think of it offline, I will add that to my post that I give you. Bring your game ideas. Yeah. So I would just work on that. So as an example, let's go back over here. So this is a writing app for thesis writing, thesis papers. So what's the major headline? Ace your thesis with ease. The ultimate paper writing experience. That actually sounds a little weird now that I read it now. The ultimate paper writing experience, like paper. Um, so that could probably be better. But I'm saying, hey, what's the huge benefit that's being promised? Ace your thesis with ease. So that's and then the second subtext is Monster Writer helps students. So us, who are we? We're Monster Writer. We help our target audience do what? Write top-notch thesis papers. How? Through organization, writing, and publishing. And then we have our gigantic CTA. And then some really compelling images. Now, one thing that when you can, you want some video. Like we want to see some movement in these games, whatever they are. Like if it's throwing cards down on the table or whatever. Like we want to see some like pretty cool stuff. Now, the one thing that's going to sell this product beyond anything else is a demo. We want to see a video explanation, an explainer video somewhere of a walkthrough of the product. But if you can make like a sandboxed demo and put that out here so that people can click into it, there's already a game built. They can mess with the no code builders and stuff like that, and then they can press play and play the game. If you can show them that demo, then they're sold. Like if they're interested, they're sold. But so the roundup of what I'm saying here is pick your one thing that you want people to do, your CTA, and make it really clear and push everything towards that. So make it about getting emails. You want to get emails. You don't want to say something like, let's make a board game or sign up. You want it to be, or join the beta. Like that's closer. I mean, that might be what you might push for the beta. So you either need to say get early access or get beta access, and speak into that. But hey, I really like this idea. I know there's like some out there already, probably for building board games and stuff. I don't know if there are no code options. So that's definitely really cool. I'm constantly thinking about this kind of idea for my son who loves to come up with game ideas. Um, and I'm interested to know more about this earning revenue from your games and how that works. But hey, congrats. This is a really good start.